Welcome to Trash Talk, where I find dirt on the street and talk about it. The purpose of Trash Talk is quite simple. I'm going to look at a picture of some rubbish that I took around around town or around a city. I am then going to try and determine what the thing is, how long it's been there, and who was using it. With the first two images, we can determine that it's on a path next to a construction site. The ground is wet, or was wet recently. You can tell that by the leaves. The one on the far, near the bottom there, is still wet. The syringe itself, plunger down, tip still on, shows that it wasn't used. Or at least used recently. I think this was going to be used for drugs or something, but the guy dropped the syringe. Probably fell out of his pocket. Someone saw it, kicked it over to the side of the path, so no. And yeah, that's what I think happened. The stick is far more interesting as far as I'm concerned, because there's two possibilities. Due to there being a storm earlier that day or during it, the picture being taken, you can tell by the amount of wood that's fallen from the tree in the crevice at the bottom and the wet road behind it, showing that there was at least rain and a bit of high wind. There's two things that could have actually happened here. One, it was a unique fall. The stick literally just fell and impaled the ground. Or two, someone picked it up as they were walking home and stuck it in the ground. Possibly as an indicator for the hill, maybe. The angle of the road suggests that there's a hill near it anyway. Yeah. So that's what I think happened with the stick. Looking at the river, I can see that it's more evidence of a storm. The river has risen somewhat. It's not much. There's probably the drainage from the river is good, but and thanks to the foliage across the way. But the river has risen, so there is evidence of a storm. The final image I'll go over, I think, is very interesting. The image is of a broken light from a car, or at least a trailer. Somehow it ended up on the grass, and I'm not sure how. However, it is a broken taillight. I'm not sure what it belongs to yet, but yeah, that's all there is to it. Broken taillight. So, guys, remember, when you see some trash or rubbish on the street, always remember that there is a story behind it. And if you really want to try and figure it out. Take a picture of it, send it to me at at my email. Maybe stick in the subject matter trash talk and tell me to talk and ask me to talk about it. I'll see what I can come up with.